So it was the day before yesterday, and I was laying in bed with my phone in my hand. I was watching a YouTube video by a YouTuber that I really like, that I really respect, Hamza. And he was making a video that I found very interesting. It was on productivity and the habits actually helped with business in general. And he then talked about the plan tomorrow today method. And I'd heard him, and I heard many different successful people talk about this productivity tactic many times before, but I never really started using it because I was also already using the habit tracker and timetable, and I was already kind of like writing down my perfect day on Google Calendar. So I didn't think it was necessary. I didn't really think it would make such a big difference. But in that video, when he said that one more time, I just touched myself. I just remembered the video I had recorded a few days ago on They're Smarter Than You. You're not actually that smart. Because I made a video not so long ago called They're Smarter Than You, where I talked about the fact that critical thinking shouldn't necessarily be used when you're getting advice from someone who's more successful than you in the area he's advising you in. And that's when I realized, yeah, he's smarter than me. He's achieved way more than me. Then why am I currently trying to argue with what he says? And I just said, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. Didn't have high expectations at all. Just tried it. Just made whilst I was in my bed, ready to fall asleep. I just wrote down my kind of my goals for the next day. So for yesterday, kind of what I want to achieve. I just set different goals. I didn't think much of it. Went to sleep, woke up the next day, and I'm just blown away by how productive I was yesterday. Usually, I'm very productive in the first few hours of the day. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and I'm very productive when it comes to getting achieving the first few habits of my day. So yeah, getting the cold shower done, meditating, gratitude journaling, recording these videos, and then working out. But then when I finish all those main, most important habits, my productivity just goes downhill. But that didn't happen yesterday because I still had some difficult goals, objectives to achieve after having finished and completed my habit tracker. I just stayed as productive for the whole day. And the only time my productivity kind of went down and I was kind of lost was when I pretty much completed my to-do list. And I pretty much done everything I needed to do on my to-do list. That's when my productivity starts to go down. So now I've learned a lesson and I know, okay, for the next day, I'll keep myself even more busy. So try this method out. The plan tomorrow today method. It's just so powerful. So the way you do it is just before going to bed in the evening, whilst unwinding. I really don't like that term, but whilst kind of getting ready to sleep, kind of preparing for bed. Take your phone out. You can open I do this on a Notion page. I open up a Notion page, Notion document, and I write this down. I write those daily objectives down. I kind of write also maybe the hours, not necessarily the hours when I want to achieve them, but the time window in which I want to achieve those things, do those things. And yeah, I just wrote down record even for today. Yesterday I did this again for today. And recording this video is part of my to-do list. I wrote down record plan tomorrow today video. So it made it so much easier for me to actually sit down and just complete it because I already know the exact video I need to record. And something that made this so powerful, what I've noticed, one of the reasons why it's so powerful, it's just, I'm just someone, I just like checking boxes. I just like this accountability. I just like having this goal to achieve, to strive for. So when I have this goal, it makes me so much more productive because I just don't want to leave those different boxes unchecked. I want to check all those boxes. So it will add so much more accountability into your life, which will force you to stay productive. Of course, don't make it too hard for yourself. Make it right outside of your comfort zone. Set goals that are right outside of your comfort zone, but don't go too far. Don't make it impossible for you to achieve. Just find goals that you know, okay, it's gonna be hard. it's definitely going to be hard, but I know I can actually do it with effort and set those type of goals and try to achieve them. Be right outside of your comfort zone because that's the point, the sweet point where you're gonna get the most growth from. Because if you go too far forward outside of your comfort zone, you're gonna miss a lot of the days. You're gonna mess up very often. And if you stay inside of your comfort zone and make it super easy, it's not actually gonna change anything. It's not actually gonna make you grow. But if you just stay right outside of your comfort zone, it will allow you to be consistently like completed whilst growing at the same time, whilst having the most optimal growth. So really set the goals, the daily objectives right outside of your comfort zone. And be very detailed. Like I said before, in my to-do list, I literally wrote down, record like the first point on my to-do list, the first main objective I want to achieve is record this video. And I didn't just say record one video, I said record plan tomorrow today video. And when I finish recording this, I'm gonna check that box on Notion. And then I was just as detailed as I possibly could be with the different tasks on my to-do list, the different objectives that I set for myself. Be as detailed as you can be, so that there's like very little friction for you to actually go and do what you need to do. Minimize the friction, minimize how much thinking you have to do before doing it. And invest all those brain points before going to bed so that the next day you don't have to use any brain points. And you can just do, like on autopilot, just do what you need to do, do what you need to do, do what you need to do. Another point is stay busy. Keep yourself busy with this. Keep yourself busy whilst doing the essential tasks. Don't just add tasks that are totally useless to you. Don't just try to go for the quantity of tasks, of course. Don't try to do that. But stay busy. Like I said, be detailed and keep yourself busy, because I noticed that around 5 p.m., so not so long before I went to bed, though I went to bed a little bit later today because I had like an appointment at 7 p.m. And by around 5 p.m., I'd already completed pretty much everything on my to-do list. Yeah, I completed everything on my to-do list. And after that, I just felt lost. I lost that meaning that I had throughout the day. I had such meaning to achieve everything on my to-do list. I had this sudden purpose to just go and pursue those things. But then it was over. I completed everything. And for the last few hours, I had nothing to do. Like I still could just go and read and learn some things, but because it wasn't on my to-do list, it didn't really feel that meaningful. I lost that meaning and focus that I had throughout the day. So really keep yourself busy with productive, like with the most important tasks. Don't start adding these things to add them into your routine. Truly look for things that are actually important, that will actually give you a big benefit, that will actually teach you some things, that will actually improve your skills, that will actually move the needle. But set some real difficult goals right outside of your comfort zone again. And last thing you can do is basically just progressively make your daily objectives harder. What I really like about this method of making a to-do list and setting daily objectives is it makes it so easy to actually progressively overload, to actually make progress, to actually track and make just constant progress on your self-improvement journey. And you do that by simply just making your daily objectives progressively harder. As it gets easier, you could say that every 1 week you make it a little bit harder. You just make your daily objectives progressively harder. So one of the tasks that I had on my daily objectives yesterday, and I still have today, is to greet 5 people in the gym. 5 people in the gym. Just say hello to 5 people in the gym. Yesterday I might say hello to 8. Probably next week or in a few days, I'll raise it to 6 and then 7 and then 8 and then 9 and then 10. And then I'll switch maybe reading, not necessarily just reading, but talking, like having a full conversation with two people in the gym. Having a conversation with two people in the gym, or just first one and then progressively overload to two. That's just the main, probably the most powerful part of it. How you can just progressively overload it. You make it as difficult, like difficult enough to be outside of your comfort zone. And as your comfort zone expands, you make it harder to constantly be outside of your comfort zone so you can grow more and more and more and more. And that's just powerful, man. That's just powerful. That's just like strength training. Strength training where you can track your workouts and then next week come back and be stronger and then strive to be stronger, strive to do one more rep, strive to go heavier than last week. That's what you can now do with just a general self-improvement. You can now progressively overload, actually be able to track, actually be able to add that one more rep on every set. But on the different self-improvement habits, different aspects of self-improvement you have. So yeah, don't run for comfort, chase it.